Welcome to another season of Bachelor in Paradise. This is the 8th season of the spin-off series, where eliminated contestants from previous Bachelor and Bachelorette seasons are back for a chance to find love on the beaches of Mexico. We are teased with the largest cast of contestants ever, and also this is the first Bachelor in Paradise season where permanent host Jesse Palmer is hosting. Before we begin, please like and subscribe here at Whitney Alex Works for more recap videos just like this one. Alright, let's dive into week 1 / the season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise Season 8, where once again the beach is now open. We begin this season with some early introductions as we are first introduced to Hunter from Clayton's season, who apparently needs to pack a bunch of toilet paper for medical reasons, and I'll just leave it at that. And then I couldn't help but laugh at Johnny's introduction as they literally just plucked him off of Gabby and Rachel's season and sent him straight to paradise, only for him to have a short rapping intro, which he had time to film, I guess. It's too funny, but it's all in good fun. Then Serene, an elementary school teacher from Oklahoma, is ready for paradise and has her eye on Brandon, the runner-up of Michelle Young's season, and definitely a hot commodity on the beach. Dr. Kira from Clayton's season is here, and she is ready to have fun and potentially find love, joking that if she wasn't a doctor, she would have pursued a career as a porn star. Then Jacob, the romance novel guy from Gabby / Rachel's season, is here, and he is ready for his time on the beach. And who can forget Genevieve, the contestant who took on Shanae on a 2-on-1 date with Clayton, who apparently has over 200 bathing suits, and she is ready to find love in paradise. And speaking of Shanae, the resident villain supposedly turned a new leaf, is ready for the beaches of paradise also, and she is hopeful for love. Next up, gotta love him, Justin from Katie's season is here, and he is getting ready for paradise and really should have been a bachelor choice. So maybe if paradise doesn't work out, Justin could be the bachelor down the road. Next up is Jill, the architectural historian from Clayton's season, and she is ready to find love and is taking her cat this time. Just kidding, she is taking a stuffed version of her cute black cat so she won't feel so lonely. And we have a fan favorite, Michael A. from Katie's season, who is 38 and is hoping for a chance at another relationship as he is a single dad with a heartbreaking story about losing his first wife at a young age. So we are hoping for the best with him and that Paradise can deliver this season, especially with so many contestants casted. With David Attenborough shots of crabs, birds, and other coastline creatures, Jesse Palmer has turned the close sign to open, thus beginning a brand new season of Bachelor in Paradise. Let the drama begin. First to arrive in paradise is usually someone production has high hopes for, and Serene walks down the steps and greets Jesse Palmer. This new Serene is over Clayton and is ready and excited for the future. She has her eye on Brandon and is hoping he will make an appearance on the beach. Serene is told she is the first person there and she is shocked. She heads down and settles in by the ocean. Next to arrive is the first guy. Michael A. is here and he is pretty swole. Jesse calls him out for working out and Michael knows things are about to get competitive on the beach, so he came ready. Next to arrive is Andrew from Katie's season. He is cute and fun and is ready for a good time in paradise. Then Genevieve is next to come to the beach and she is so happy to see Serene and is pretty excited for the beginning of paradise. Things are rolling now as Johnny, the new guy, this was filmed after Gabby and Rachel's season finished filming, so some of the contestants do not know much about the Bachelorette season 19's men, so Johnny is introduced, and it's funny as Paradise really does bring out a different side of so many of these contestants, as of course the show is still competitive, but it's more about exploring different relationships than just fighting for one man or one woman all season long. Next to show up is Teddy. Teddy is from Clayton's season, and Andrew from Katie's season already has his eye on surgical unit nurse and Paradise sweetheart Teddy, and with more people showing up, we already see some people trying to form early connections. Andrew and Teddy are talking, and Andrew is pretty goofy, but Teddy is loving it as Andrew pulls out his toe and makes Teddy laugh, having a smiley face on his big toe. Next, Casey from Michelle's season arrives and introduces himself as an older millennial, and then Haley from Clayton's season and Got Axed Night 1 is here, and she is ready to find love. Then some more people come down the steps, Brittany from Matt James's season, and then Jill arrives, and then Hunter arrives. Next to come down the stairs is a fun person full of energy and light, and resident yoga instructor Sierra. She has arrived and catches the eye of Michael A. Then Jacob, who is wearing a leaf over his manhood, has arrived, and he has become Tarzan, or really Christopher Atkins from the 1980 movie The Blue Lagoon. Jacob runs down the stairs and immediately introduces himself to the women with, our favorite family censorship black box covering him up. And then, of course, drama has arrived. Shanae is here, the villain from Clayton's season, but like every villain that arrives in Paradise, they promise they have turned a new leaf. And when she comes down the steps, the women are groaning as Shanae is not to be trusted, but maybe this is a new side to Shanae as she seems to be playing nice for now. With more people having arrived, the beach is buzzing with activity. Genevieve is seen making a connection with Justin, and they hit it off early. And some strange things happen as suddenly Jacob and Shanae start talking, and then suddenly start kissing solely based on their attraction to each other. Then I got a good laugh as Jacob compared himself to a dolphin swimming in the ocean, and when he was kissing Shanae, editing inserted a dolphin jumping out of the sea. It was too funny. I was cracking up. The show is too much already. But the thing with early connections, is it love or is it just lust? As the threat of more contestants will eventually challenge all types of relationships from start to finish on this show, and then we get reintroduced to Lace, a contestant from Ben's 2016 season of The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise season 3, who already seems like trouble. She's already upset that she feels like an outsider as people question why after 6 years she is back on this franchise to find love again. Then Logan from Gabby and Rachel's season has arrived, and again, not many people know him based off of coming straight from Bachelorette season 19. And then we switch over to Serene, wishing that her crush Brandon will come down the steps, and of course when she says that, Brandon does arrive. And he is a hot commodity already, but he has his eyes set on Serene, and they immediately connect. They both talk about how they have waited for a chance to meet, and they already feel the love connection between them. Soon they are already kissing, and it seems like we already have a strong couple forming on night 1. Then we see Romeo from Michelle's season head down to the beach, and apparently Shakespeare Romeo has brought a pre-Paradise love triangle to the shores, and it's between Catgirl Jill and Dr. Kira, who apparently they know each other from school, and Romeo and Jill have a thing, but then Kira kissed Romeo before Paradise, and now it's a full-blown love triangle. And when Jill is talking to Romeo, Dr. Kira shows up and interrupts them. This, of course, pisses Jill off, and she storms off to let everyone else in on the drama that is unfolding. But before anything else could happen, Jesse Palmer calls a town meeting, and they all sit down to hear the rules of the show. The goal of the show is, of course, to find love. The men have the roses this week, so the men have the power. And this puts pressure on the 11 women to compete for a rose with the 9 men on the beach. And with the rules stated, the early hours of Bachelor in Paradise are slowly withering away to where drama and competition are in full-blown bloom. And after everyone gets settled into their living quarters, the bar is open with Wells back in action, and suddenly a date card has arrived. There are whispers about whose name could be on it, and it goes to Andrew. Andrew is so excited for this opportunity as he invites his crush Teddy to go on the date with him. She says yes, and the two head off together. They begin their date by checking out their surroundings. There is a large margarita hot tub, and they have a nervous excitement about each other. And things are pretty nervous between these two as they try and have a conversation, but it's all really hard to follow as eventually they do settle in and let each other know that they like each other, and then they eventually do share a kiss. And soon they head over and make out in the margarita hot tub where, yes, I do believe actual alcohol is substituted for the water. So with this first date in paradise, an early couple has formed with Andrew and Teddy. Cheers to them. We then head back to the beach where we see Genevieve and Justin connecting again. This time they grow closer and they eventually kiss. Then Johnny and Hunter are kissing, and then we see Michael A. and Sierra talking, and they are really connecting as Sierra asks Michael about the reality of being a single dad. But despite their strong connection, these two do not share a kiss, at least not yet. Then we meet back up with Lace, who is sulking about not being able to connect with anyone yet. It's literally night one. And then she comes up with the plan to fake her own birthday to get some attention. And she asks Logan to have a conversation with her. But this conversation goes horribly wrong as Logan can't even remember her name. So after this botched convo, Lace then is seen connecting with Casey and they share a kiss by the bar. And then we switch back to the Romeo/Jill and Dr. Kira drama where Jill and Romeo are seen connecting and they eventually make out, not before Dr. Kira comes over and then talks to Romeo right after them. Romeo tells Dr. Kira that despite a pre-paradise connection, he is going to spend his time pursuing Jill. Dr. Kira is a little stunned and sad, but then she gets pissed and goes and confronts Jill and they squabble for a bit before it really goes nowhere. And then Kira decides to move on from Romeo and be free to find other love. She is then on the prowl as she is moving in on Casey, last seen kissing Lace, and decides to rub his nipples. You really can't make this stuff up. But with Dr. Kira tapping into her Sex Panther vibes, we eventually end the night and suddenly it's already day 2 on the beach. And really the beach is already in full swing as just when you think you are safe with your crush, someone is destined to come down those stairs and drive a wedge between you two. So while Genevieve and Justin are seen connecting, a new arrival comes down the stairs with her eyes set on Justin. It's none other than Victoria Fuller from Peter's season, and she is ready to mingle in paradise. But with another woman in paradise, now the hunt for the roses becomes even more competitive. And that's it for week 1 / the season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise season 8, where the drama and love triangles have just begun. And since Bachelor in Paradise is on both Monday and Tuesday nights, I'm going to be combining 2 videos into one that will be released on Wednesdays, so stay tuned for that release schedule. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe here at Whitney Alex Works for more recaps in the future. And see you next week for week 2 of Bachelor in Paradise, where once again the men have the power of the roses.